Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. George, no. I'm trying to start. No, he's going to eat me. Oh, God, this is going terribly already. Let me try and do this intro. We are coming from a new location because I thought this would give nice festive vibes. Why? Because we're doing our year recap. It's 2024 wrapped. I'm going to let you know what my favourite bits were. Caveat. There's not a lot. This was a bad year. This was a bad year for everyone. Maybe not for George. George, it's your birthday tomorrow. How exciting is that? I thought it might be fun to talk about my favourite pieces of media, things I've really enjoyed this year, and we can just yap, I guess. That's all this really is. Obviously, we've got to start with games. But it makes most sense. It's the only thing I do all the time. So, my favourite game of 2024 is... Wait, can I do a drum roll? Balatro! Oh my god. Balatro is a game that I never thought I would be so addicted to. That game has just crack in it. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I went on holiday with my family and we did a road trip. And we were in the car for 7 hours a day. I had my Switch plugged into the center console and I just played that card game non-stop. On that trip, when I would go to sleep, I'd close my eyes and I would see the row of cards. It became too much. It really did. It went over the limit. I saw that Balatro has been nominated for a Game of the Year award. I hope it wins. I think that would be so amazing. Seeing as it's indie developer, I think it's just one guy, right? It would be so sick if it won. But I had to give some honourable mentions because I love Balatro. 100% it had to be my Game of the Year. But there were two other games that I really did enjoy that I played for the first time this year. Thank Goodness You're Here is a self-proclaimed slapformer. I played it in the summer, I think it was, when it came out, and I loved it. I genuinely thought it was so funny. I thought the animations were so good. I would 10 out of 10 recommend it. It's not a very long game, but I think it was brilliant and every second of it was worthwhile. The second game I want to mention is Supervive. I love Supervive. Supervive is like a battle royale. You're playing from looking at it top down. So it's kind of if you took League of Legends and Fortnite and mashed them together. And I love it. I genuinely find it so fun. I think if I invest enough time into it, I could be cracked. Genuinely, I could be cracked. I just think the character designs are amazing. I love the dev team behind it. I think they're all really transparent and open with the community, and I really respect that. I think I just love everything to do with it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Kingpin is the coolest character ever, and I've drawn him so many times because I think he's so sick. Next, after games, I didn't play any physical games this year. I didn't play any board games, I didn't play any card games, although mobile, I guess. I did play Pokemon Pocket TCG, and I have been enjoying that. And Riot announced that they're doing their new card game, sort of killing Legends of Runeterra and making a physical card game. Project K, I think it's named. And I am very intrigued about that. So that might be a 2025 endeavour. I actually don't know when it's coming out. Let me double check that. Movies! I watched so many films. I didn't get to see a lot of new releases this year, mostly because I live nowhere near a cinema and I can't drive. But anyway, a film, and I'm counting it because in the UK it came out in 2024. I know in America it came out in 2023, but for me, we were late to it. So my film of the year for 2024 is The Iron Claw. I don't know what it is about that movie. It's devastating, but I think, why am I pinching the microphone like this? I just think it's a masterpiece. I don't know. I think the performance Zac Efron gives is incredible. I think he's unbelievable in it. I don't know how he wasn't nominated for anything. I think there was something to do with the distribution of the film. I think it came out quite late in the season or something, but he deserves nominations for that role so bad. I don't know. I just believe him. I just fully am. That's Troy Bolton. And yet, when I watched that movie, who's Troy? Who's Troy? I just think he did incredibly. I love the whole cast. I think the movie is really like beautifully done. I know that it's actually like deviates from the true story quite a lot. I mean, that happens in a lot of films, but I still think they capture like the essence of the story really well. And it's just like such an interesting world to me. I really enjoy films that are about sports. I don't know what it is about that genre. Worst film of the year. Okay, I'm doing a worst. Everyone on stream has heard me rag on this, but I don't even care. It's not a 2024 release, but I'd never seen it. I'd never watched this movie. I did a Pitch Perfect marathon, okay? Pitch Perfect 1 is like a 2-star movie, but it's a masterpiece. It's like, you couldn't improve it in any way because it's a terrible, brilliant film. The treble makers are unreal. I'm sorry, oh my God, the song at the end that they sing, the fact that they didn't win, okay, that is a major plot point because how could they not win? That song was incredible. But anyway, it's just a bad, good movie, and it's just a fun thing to watch. Pitch Perfect 2, not great, but Pitch Perfect 3 is the worst film I've watched this entire year, and I have watched some shit. Pitch Perfect 3, firstly, is just way too overboard. Why, what is happening? What's going on? Okay. Why have they now made the ginger girl straight? The whole time they're hinting that she's gay, and now she's in love with the Air Force man. And thirdly, there's no troublemakers. Not even one of them shows up. I thought Ben Platt might have been there. No, not a word. We all broke up. Anyway, let's move on. And sorry, they're the best part of the film. You can't make me watch Pitch Perfect without the boy group. It's not happening. I mean, I did it. I watched it and I hated every second of it. And I prayed the whole time that they were going to show up, and they didn't. And this isn't even to mention, their songs were shit, okay? They weren't even good. I hated every second of that film. Oh my God, I need to calm down. TV shows. Now, this isn't a 2024 release, but I was slow on the ticket, okay? I was behind on the times because I didn't have Apple TV. Twitch did a promo thing in the summer where they gave you 3 free months if you sub to somebody. So I got that. I signed up to Apple TV, and oh my God, I watched Severance. Now I have to keep my Apple TV because season 2 comes out in January. This show blew me away. I love Irving. Source 1. This show was incredible. I watched it with my mum. And the whole time I was like, this is really interesting. You can tell this is really going somewhere. And my mum was like, I'm just not convinced. We got to that last episode. And my mum sat there and she went, it was worth it. It was worth it. Oh my God. And I screamed at her. I was like, I've told you this whole time. And she was like, it was boring at the beginning. It was boring. I was like, no, but you need the boring stuff to understand everything. Like, you have to have these weird slow bits in the innie land, in the office, not the innie land, so that you see the like difference. And oh my God, it was so good. It was so good, and I cannot wait. I'm anticipating how they're going to do season 2, just because like I feel like so much of season 1 hinged on the idea of them finding out. I feel like I can't talk about this show without giving spoilers. The show hinged so much on what happens at the end of season 1 that I'm curious if season 2 will hold up to like the hype and anticipation that I felt. I really hope it will. I mean, I think everyone involved in it is incredible. Christopher Walken being in it alone is enough for it to be 10 out of 10. But it's not a 2024 release, so I need a real answer. And although it let me down a little bit, I didn't really watch many 2024 shows, so I'm going to have to go with Arcane Season 2. I love Arcane. I think Arcane's incredible. I think Season 2 was incredible. I was a tiny bit let down because it felt like too much was happening. I was stressed watching it because I was like, how are we going to resolve everything in time? And I feel like certain things were like glazed over a little too much. I feel like there wasn't enough detail in certain aspects. But it's still the most beautiful show ever. The animation is incredible. Fortiche is just unbelievable. I think this show, along with, I think Arcane, Spider-Verse, this current generation of 3D animation with 2D elements and mixed media type, just like a wonderful renaissance that's happening these past, I don't know, when did it start? When the Lego movie came out, right? When was that? 2016 maybe? This era of animation I just think is stunning. My only qualms with season 2 are, one, perhaps the pacing. I would have liked if we could have had one more episode even, that we could just get a little more detail on stuff like the Black Rose. We could have a tiny bit more going on at the end, that last episode where they have like the war. I just wish there was a tiny bit more to all that. And then my only other tiny gripe was that it really did feel like in this season it went, okay, music video time. Not that that's like a terrible thing, but I just felt like I had all this anticipation and this excitement from the scenes that were happening, and then it was suddenly, okay, wait, we can just sit back for a minute and and listen to the song. But again, I think the styling, I think the art is incredible. I love League of Legends, and I think it was a masterpiece. And I'm obsessed with the idea that there are people out there now that like League. Like, there are genuine people who've watched that. There are people who've watched that show and gone, I'm going to play League of Legends now. And I think that's unreal. George is now eating a piece of paper. Favourite thing what's another fun category? Favourite thing I've bought this year? I would say, if it arrived, but it hasn't, the Arcane art book. I purchased that back in the summer, and it's still not here. I got an email the other day saying it's been delayed, which is devastating, but I'm very excited to receive that and have a look through that. So I think that would be my favourite thing I purchased. Otherwise, perhaps it would be, I finally managed to get my hands on the Over the Garden Wall vinyl. It was the 10th anniversary this year of Over the Garden Wall, one of the most beautiful animations that's ever been made. I know I just talked about Arcane, but Over the Garden Wall is also a masterpiece. Very different, but just I've never watched something that resonated so much with me. They're hard to get over here in England. I think they're pressed in America. They're sold in America now. I don't think they're pressed there, actually. And the cassette tape, Fasara cassette tape. So I managed to get both of those, and I got the 10th anniversary read-along vinyl, which is a small 7-inch, and I think it's so cute, and I'm just really happy to own those. I'm a big collector of things like vinyls. I think they're really interesting. I'm just very grateful that I can own it now. I don't know how much I will listen to it, because Potato and Molasses blasting is maybe a vibe, but it's not quite the vibe I'm on. My favourite song is the Peach from Georgia one. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, no, not that one. Not that one. Wait, what's it called? Send me a peach, not peaches out in Georgia. That's Justin Bieber. I swear he says Georgia though, wait. Send me a peach. I told you. I'm sorry. I knew it. I knew he said peach from Georgia. I guess that's where they're from, so everyone would relate to it, whether it's the guy in Over the Garden Wall or it's Justin. They know where to get their peaches from. Favourite song, favourite music, maybe I should do that. I got my Spotify Wrapped the other day. That was very exciting. My top artist of the year was Tyler, the Creator, which makes sense because Chromacopia came out and I listened to that a lot. I listened to it a lot. And I also just like Tyler's music in general. I got to see him back in 2022, and that was really exciting. My top song of the year, interestingly, was Look at That Woman by Role Model. I only discovered Role Model this year, and I think his music is great. I think he's really funny. And I didn't think it would be my top song, but it makes sense because I did listen to it a lot. But I'd like to give an honourable mention to my other favourite song of the year, which isn't a 2024 release. It's just a song I rediscovered. I think Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa, is a masterpiece, okay? I think it's a brilliant movie. And I love Alex on the Spot. I think Alex on the Spot is just one of those songs. I hear that music, close my eyes, I can see the entire scene happening. Alex jumping up in the air and doing the spin, his dad going, wow. I see it all. The old lady with the stick. Every millisecond of that scene, every frame, I've got it memorised. But there's another song in that movie that I didn't really think about that much. And I re-listened to it, and it ended up being number 7 on my Spotify Wrapped of most listened songs. And that is will.i.am's Big and Chunky. What a song. You forget Moto is an icon. I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. I like 'em round. I like 'em plumpy. Unbelievable song. Just incredible. Okay, that's my honorable mention for Song of the Year. Favorite meme? My favorite meme this year has been those reaction pictures of that little dog that looks really old. He's like wears glasses and is sat there reading a book. I really feel his vibe. I really do like that. Favorite moment for me this year was probably on my birthday when we did my birthday stream and unboxed Max Rebo. I think that was iconic and legendary. Oh, what about favorite stream clip? Favorite moment this year playing games on stream? I do think there are a few funny ones. I think watching those... One day on stream we sat and we watched a bunch of clips from that TV show. It was called like Imposter Among Us. No, it's not. It's not called that. It's like robot animals living with real animals, and it's like a documentary. And there was this hideous monkey. And I think that moment was really funny for me. It actually like cracked me up. Oh, so lovely.
A new member has just joined their health club. Spy Macaque.
It's horrible. You're not eating that. Back off. Back off. I think that worked. We started playing Animal Crossing for a little while because I missed that game and I really enjoyed it. I thought it might be fun to try and complete my aquarium. And then I got so distracted on just trying to collect the crabs. And it took days. It took so long. And we finally caught one of those giant bloody crabs. We named him Peter Chive. Crab, spider, crab, spider, crab, spider, crab. Crab, 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 crab. It's massive! Oh my god, it's huge! And then that set me on a spiral. It sent me down a deep, dark hole of crab loving. I did crabs of the week. Every week we spun a crab wheel and we picked a crab. Then I was drawing crabs. I made up a character called Noel and I made up an entire story of lore for him. And then I started playing Pokemon Violet and became obsessed with Clorphs. And now Clorph is one of my favourite Pokemon and I don't know why. Oh! Guys! Oh my god, he's seen me! Oh my god! Crab! This is the best! I think, not a moment from stream, but a series. The best game I've played on stream this year, and this a game that really did like change things. I've recommended this game now to so many people. I've played it, the playthrough is on this channel, is when we played Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds was a masterpiece. It's like nothing I've played before, and I enjoyed it so thoroughly. It was so amazing, and I was so grateful to meet so many of you guys through Outer Wilds and share it with you all. The DLC can go die in a hole because I hated that. I loved it, but I hated it. The Alks were so scary to me. When we were in that bloody building, I'm sneaking around in there. I think that took me so long. It took me forever. But the game was incredible, honestly a masterpiece. And I can't believe I'd never even heard of it until this year. So I'm really grateful to those in stream and to Duck who got us to play the game. That was unbelievable. Truly, like, I think really set the tone for me and was just like such an exciting time. It was really amazing. I've talked for way too long now, but I will say my overall favorite thing of the year is doing this, having stream, talking to all you guys, and like making such great memories. Every Monday on stream we do art, and I've drawn so many little OC characters for everybody, and it's just been really special, and I'm really grateful that I get to share my silly little drawings and my silly interests with you all, and that you all egg me on. And you do egg me on, and it's not okay, because the crab spiral was terrifying, and I'm still in it. I am genuinely still in it. Everywhere I go, I went to a farmer market the other week, and I saw these egg cups, and they had crabs and lobsters on them, and I almost bought them. I don't need egg cups, but it goes too deep. I was like, I have to have them. My best part of 2024 was you all. I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited for what 2025 will bring. There's lots of exciting things to come. So thank you all for watching so much. Let me know what your favourites were. Oh my God, please let me know what your favourites were of this year. I'm very intrigued to know. And I'll see you all next time.